Here with Josh Dean and we're down by the beautiful Yarra River in Melbourne, and today we are going to make a cocktail using some Johnnie Walker. I'm going to whip up for you an amazing Johnnie Walker Blood Orange Highball. Now the best thing to pair with a highball is yakitori. So what are we going to do? We're going to make some yakitori skewers right on this barbecue using mushrooms, capsicum, prawns, and a little bit of tofu. So I'm going to do a little bit different, but we're going to get into it. Got all my ingredients here. So we're going to make this marinade first, and then we're going to jump into the cocktail. Okay, so first off, just grab a bowl. This bowl here is what we're going to pour all our marinade in. Now usually with your marinade, you want to let it set for like at least a minimum an hour, but overnight usually is best. Today we're just going to leave it for an hour or so. Anyway, first ingredient in this marinade, soy sauce. So just about half a cup of soy sauce in this one. Some mirin, so a quarter cup here of your mirin. So next up, we're gonna add sake. Now not too much of this, just a couple of tablespoons. So 5 tablespoons. And then 2 tablespoons of your rice vinegar. Just 2 tablespoons of that. Very pungent. What have we got next? Oh, so we've got some agave nectar. And just 1 tablespoon of Sriracha. So now my favorite, I actually am a pest when it comes to garlic. I add way too much. But for this one, it's 3 tablespoons. Pop them in there. 1 tablespoon of ginger. So just give that a little bit of a mixeroni. Your last ingredient for your marinade, just half a cup of water. You don't have to add soda water. Bam. Anyway, got your marinade there. We will pop this over to the side. Alright, so next up, now we've got our marinade sorted. We are just going to slice up our veggies, just in nice little, bite-sized kind of chunks. But yeah, dice them up in little cubes or whatever. It shouldn't take too long. As you're cutting them, all you need to do is just chuck them in your marinade and just let them sit. Swishy swish. And so next up, you've got your tofu. Don't cut it too thin, don't cut it too thick, but you don't have to be super precise in how you're cutting it. As long as they are bite-sized, they will be delicious. Alright, mushies, just cut the stalks off. Drop, bam, straight into the bowl. Just can't get over it. It's actually such a sensational, beautiful day. As you can see behind us here, we have Melbourne City looking absolutely divine. Loving it. Marinade, this is looking absolutely incredible. Oh wow, it smells sensational. It's incredible. Look at that. Yum. Oh. Right, and I'm just going to, got my prawns, bag of prawns. Okay. Big prawns, let's chuck them in. Chuck them in the bowl just like that, because there's nothing better than a whole prawn skewer. Epic. And just same thing, give them a mix around. Everything is popped in the bowl, marinating. I'm just gonna pop it over to the side. there, let it sit, and we're gonna get into the real reason why we are down here to make this Johnnie Walker Blood Orange Highball. Now, this drink is super simple. All you need is your highball glass, so your tall glass with ice, get your jigger, and you just wanna take 30 mils, so that's your big side. Pop it in your glass. Now, the recipe says 125 mils of your blood orange, but I just think just fill it up. And if you pour it, just like try to pour it on top of the ice, just so you get that nice separation there, and you get a really cool looking drink, really pretty looking drink. And what you can use is normal orange. I'm being bougie because I've actually come all the way down here by the barbie, so I have a dehydrated piece of blood orange here. Look at that, absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna pop this one just in the top of that glass there. And that is your Johnnie Walker Blood Orange Highball by the beautiful river. Cruise coming past. Oh. Anyway, cheers to this. We're gonna let the marinade sit. We're gonna relax for a couple of minutes. And we're gonna get back into these skewers. Alright, so we're gonna construct these skewers now. So we're just gonna take our marinated veggies and tofu and just load them on. Sensational there. Tofu. Barbecue is feeling really nice and hot, so I might actually get it ready with some butter. So then we can just chuck the skewers on as we go. Now a big slab of butter straight on there. Flip that guy around. See how hot that barbecue is. Oh yeah, yummy. Chuck our skewers straight on. As we go. Now I'm just going to continue making these guys up. We're going to do our prawn all the way through. Look at that. Whole prawn, chuck them straight on. And the thing with the yakitori marinade is the longer you leave these sit, the more it's going to soak into them. And they're just going to taste so absolutely divine. Really, you can kind of put whatever you want onto these skewers. It's all about the marinade. It's all about the flavour. Mixing that soy with the mirin, with the vinegar. Delicious. Versatile. Ta-da! Alright, so we'll let these sit. Keep your eye on them. And as they're sitting there, we just want to grab a brush and just keep painting your marinade over them. Alright, epic, look at that. We'll let that sit now. Let these bad boys cook. Alright, they've been sitting for a little bit now, so I'm just going to give them a bit of a turn. We're starting to get them nice and charcoal. Look at that. Yum. Nothing like a barbecue. Alrighty, so these skewers now have been sitting for about 10 or 15 minutes and they are cooked. They are looking delicious. Look at that, nice and crispy and crunchy. So we're just gonna pop these down on our serving board. That one with the veggies. Oh, they look absolutely sensational. Now they are quite hot, so I am going to let them sit for a moment. So these are your delicious yakitori skewers. This is a Johnnie Walker Black and Blood Orange Highball by the river. Cheers.